So everybody's seen Lil Durk, rapper Lil Durk was arrested in Broward County, Florida by the U.S. Marshals. He was charged with murder for hire dating back to the killing of Quando Rondo's cousin.
Hmm.
And also now they're looking into him for further cases that he had something to do with the murder at what, FBG Duck?
You're right. Hmm.
Yeah.
And so now it's a whole bunch of other, when this shit happens, bro, everything's gonna keep coming out, and it's gonna be a lot, kind of like the Young Thug case and how that's going, and it's
Yep.
taking its time. It's gonna be a very lengthy case because you had Dirk and what, five of his homeboys, they had like a whole scheme that they unfolded, that there was text messages that Dirk told them, don't book no room under my name, yada yada yada.
Hmm.
But biggest thing was that the word's out that homeboy was wearing the wire.
Yeah, he
Right.
Wearing the
was
wire for the feds, bro.
for
Hmm.
a fucking minute too.
Yep.
Unbelievable. And it's rumored that when he got out of prison, that Dirk bought him a crib,
Yep.
car,
Gave
gave
him
him
like
racks,
50,
took
20,
care of
fifty
him.
thousand dollars in cash.
Hmm. Yep.
Be your own people. But that's so crazy because like any person who's an avid fan of Dirk's and listens to his music like I have, this is crazy to me because I've listened to Dirk for years, bro, and I love a lot of his music. The Voice album and
Yeah.
7220, rock
Hmm.
that
Yep.
shit. That's still on my dailies to this day, bro. And if you really listen to what he's talking about, you're just sitting there and you're like, "Damn, dude."
Hmm.
Looking at it now because trying to think of him beating this or ever being out again, I can't see that happening, man.
Might not
Your
happen.
homeboy wore the wire. They got the whole flight itinerary. They got all of this.
Yep.
I mean, they've been doing an investigation obviously for a long
They have
time.
flights to Italy,
Right.
Switzerland, and Dubai.
Hmm. Yep.
Well,
Private plane.
Yeah. He never got
now
on them, but they were
Right.
scheduled, I think.
a lawyer was on there. I seen that and he was explaining that a lot of the times they'll do that to see if they have an active warrant out. And then
Hmm.
maybe he didn't see nothing after the first one, so he bought another one.
Hmm.
And then
Possibly.
another one. Or he was gonna flee and get the fuck out of
Right.
here. I don't know, Sam. How you feeling about it?
Definitely. Definitely was gonna get up out of there, especially knowing the situation at hand. And it's mixed messages about the guy who said wore the wire. I mean, some people say he did, some people said he didn't. But Dirk, man, you got too much money to be pulling all these stunts. You shouldn't be doing these things. Man, I know you're from Chicago, man. I know that's one of the murder capitals. Man, they say, man, 142 people got shot last week. So it's always gunplay
Mhm.
going on. Like for real, it's almost like about safety to a lot of that stuff. I mean, brothers killing brothers, man, all the time. But that's everywhere. You got to get out those situations, man. You're a platinum selling, Grammy award winning artist, bro. You got to get out these situations, bro. Man, you got to go west, go east, go anywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like people want to get stuck in these places. They want to stay in Chicago. They want to stay
They
where
want
they
to show that they're
from.
loyal to their where they
Bro,
came
and,
from.
and and bro, after you get to a certain amount of money, and when you get to a certain celebrity status and rapper status and Grammy nominated and Grammy award winning and all these freaking plaques and all these awards, bro, you are the target. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So you cannot be in those type of situations, bro. And I believe that, man, he was doing good for a lot of the community. So I think that's that part of it too. Some
He
people.
donated to the mayor or something like that for his
Hmm.
campaign or some shit.
Hmm. So when you start doing for the community, that's when that stuff or whatever really starts to get put down on you. So as a black man in the community that does a lot, for real, they be like, man, hey, we want the violence because everything goes up, funeral homes, everybody thrives with the killings. So I see it from that aspect or whatever. He may have did it, he may not have did it, but with the people around you, whatever, got access to your Instagram, access to your phone. It's not like you watching that stuff 24/7 a day. You probably got two, three phones.
Yeah.
Anybody could do
Yep.
that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I have to look at that stuff in that type of light because I've seen this stuff played so many times. So with me, man, I got to see all that stuff come out. But when the U.S. Marshals come get you, that's not the FBI. That's not none of those other guys. The U.S. Marshals, bro, that means business, bro. So they got to have something on them.
Yeah, the FBI had been investigating him as well. So he was getting like this is a RICO case, obviously, man. It's federal.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I believe the only way that he can survive this and get out in any decent amount of time is if somebody takes the rap for him.
Got to.
Yep.
Because I'm gonna be the first one to admit it. As his music wise, as a fan, I love Dirk's music, bro.
Hmm.
I love his music. I'm a big fan, but I think he did that shit. I mean, he talked about it. You listened to it and you read between
Well,
the
it all
lines.
stems from
It's
King Von,
yeah, obviously King
Right.
Von's
Hmm.
murder, and when Lil
and that
Tim,
was like
got
that
yeah,
was his
got
best fucking friend.
Right.
right. When Lil Tim, Quando Rondo's dude, shot
Yep,
and killed him, he promised revenge, and
yep.
he explained that in the song "Ha Ha" and a bunch of other songs. There's little lines he puts that you can put together. Bro, go
Hmm.
listen to that 7220 album. I mean, it's out there, man. The
Right.
writings are on the wall, but it's like there's a fine line and what you can use lyrics against the artist, but what these new artists always do, and Sam, we
Keep it
talk about this
real.
all the time, bro. They keep it too real.
Keep
Yeah.
it too real.
They don't say,
So
oh,
everything.
I smirk on my ops, smirkio, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I done
Hmm.
smirked him on 115th Street,
I'm telling
the
you.
anniversary of his birthday type shit. Little shit like that. Like you
Hmm.
basically giving them
Doing too
everything
much.
they
Doing
need to
too
convict
much.
you, man.
Hmm.
And
What happened
he,
to the subliminals? No
man,
subliminals.
that
For
shit
real.
gone. That shit
Yeah.
over with.
I'm telling you.
And
They'll use that as an excuse saying it's a subliminal, but
No, not like that. Not that clarity.
when it's that like black and white, clear as day, you can't read between those lines. It's fact.
it's hard for these defense attorneys to defend their clients when all the evidence is there and they're
Hmm.
bragging about all of the evidence that they're getting
Right.
prosecuted with in the songs that
I don't
makes them a
understand that.
fortune. It's crazy. I can't even imagine that. This is a sad situation, dude, for all the families involved, man. I think about Dirk's kids. I think
Yeah.
about the family. Obviously,
Hmm.
Quando Rondo's cousin who was shot and killed. I think of Quando Rondo because I happen to like Quando Rondo too, bro. So I mean, it
Hmm.
was, just the thing. Him and Dirk once upon a time was homeboys, bro.
Right.
They was
Hmm.
decent. They did music together, and King Von going over there and when King Von went over to Quando Rondo and started beating his ass. That's when all this shit. Look at the
Hmm.
fallout from all this.
Right.
Look at the fallout, bro. Multiple people shot, killed, back and forth,
Hmm.
all
Hmm.
craziness.
A bunch
Craziness,
of them.
man. Never
Yep.
stop. I think Lil Durk is finished though. I think he is finished, and that's
Yeah,
that's a
he's
sad
finished for
state of
quite a
affair.
while.
You run out of money, then you got to just take a deal. You know.
Yep.
At that point, and shit, you've been probably served 2 years. Like, okay, I didn't, a total
Yeah.
jail time served,
Hmm.
this and that. I mean, who knows, man? I don't
But
know.
your but your life is fucked after that. You know.
Yeah.
Nobody want to hear a 42-year-old rapper.
Here's the
Yeah.
here's the chill out, Sam. And like those prosecutors, bro, they gonna be trying to flip all five of them on Dirk right now because it's the namesake they want. They want Dirk. They could give a shit if the other guys are doing like hard time. Obviously they all gonna do time because it's a Fed
Yeah.
case, and by
They'll do
default,
like
Right.
you're
5
gonna
years or some shit
you're
like
gonna
that,
get
and what ain't
at
nothing.
least they all gonna do 10 plus probably at least unless you plea out whatever. But if they all flip on Dirk, then yeah, they'll do significantly less time. And I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna happen though. I caution that.
How your man's gonna be sitting there wearing a wire?
Dumbass.
Mm,
Bro, that
Right.
dude ain't shit. That dude ain't shit, motherfucker. I took care of you. You gonna do this to me?
yeah.
You think you can do this to me?
Oh man,
Yeah.
He
that
don't.
man's gonna
He'd
be
be lucky
lucky.
if he don't get dealt with.
I can't.
Right.
I ain't even gonna say that, but I ain't gonna say what I was thinking. But yeah,
It
he
is
would
what
be
it
very
is.
lucky if he lives
Yeah,
a
exactly.
long
That's what
life
I'm
from here
saying.
on out. You gonna snitch on Smirk?
Oh, you motherfuckers.
He done put a lot of people on
Okay.
too.
Mm,
That's the thing.
I don't like it, bro. I don't like it. I don't
It's
like it.
not
And
going to
look,
end. It's not going to end well for that guy for
Mm.
sure.
we don't ever sit here and condone obviously murders or
Fuck
this or
no.
that. Obviously, we're not on here doing that. But what I'm saying is, if you live that life, you have to be ready to pay the consequences, no matter your
Hmm.
celebrity stats, your name, fame, and
Yep.
whatever. You got to be ready to deal with the shit. And unfortunately, it looks like he's gonna have to deal with this,
If you
consequences of
come
some
from the
actions.
trenches and you get out and you make all this money and shit, don't fucking go back, man. I know it's hard because
Right. Hmm.
so many people count on you, and you help their families, you help your family that's still stuck there in X, Y, and Z. But that's not your problem that they're still stuck there. That's on them. You
Right.
did what you had to do to get out, so they should be able to do what they got to do to get out. It's not on you to fucking go back in there and fall back into the same shit when
Hmm.
you've way above it. So
Right.
I can only blame him for putting himself in this position. It's an unfortunate situation, obviously, but it just doesn't look good for all parties involved. It just doesn't.
And when you're in a position like that or whatever, they're gonna single you out. Like I said, you're a target.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
Of
It doesn't
course.
matter how much you do, because the first time that you don't do, they hate you. They hate your guts. Oh man, he a bitch. He this, he that. You know, like for real, man. He ain't part of us no more. Whatever. Let's get him. He got this chain on. He got this money. He got this Bugatti. He got this. He got that. You feel
Yep.
me? Now you just a prey. Now, when you was a part of the gang, now you the target of the game. So you
Yep.
be somewhere in Beverly Hills right now. You could
Yeah.
be somewhere in New York right now. Whatever, in the freaking top floor. You feel me? Enjoying yourself or whatever, making music, whatever. Just doing what you want, man, for real, because you made it, bro. For real, like you have nothing to prove. That's what I don't understand. You have nothing else to prove, bro. You've been doing this stuff since a
Well,
young kid.
I just thought about it. He must have been knowing that this type of shit was going on because I remember seeing a lot of pictures of him over the past couple years. His hands are in his pocket, and you can see a clear outline of a Glock or something
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Right.
He's just been living his life looking over his shoulder because of all
Oh,
that
you
shit.
got
What
to,
happened with
man.
Vine? Yeah, oh
You got
yeah,
to,
for sure, for
especially being
sure.
from
Got to
there and
keep it
all that.
with
They
you.
wild out there, bro. They
Yeah,
wild.
for real.
We
And
go to Chicago a couple
and that
times a year, bro. They be cutting up out there, bro.
Oh
bro,
yeah.
You gotta watch it out there.
That little Glock ain't gonna stop nothing because they got Dracos and choppers and
Oh
everything.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
man,
fuck
Man,
yeah.
grenade launchers, anything, bro. That shit Call of Duty that mother for real. Crates full of
exactly,
stuff,
bro.
whatever. 10, 12 years old, man, you can get your chopper, man, no problem. For
Yep.
real. That
Man.
shit is a war zone.
But the
We'll
same
see.
shit you used to rap about, bro. One of the biggest songs that got you huge. Watch Yo Homie.
Mm,
Oh,
Bro.
you motherfuckers.
Mm-mm-mm.
got to.
Okay.
Godspeed.
And he was probably bumping the hardest to it too. Like, yeah, boy, this the
Oh
one
yeah.
right here. This the one right here. Hold on. Yeah, this the one right here. This is it. Ooh. Boy,
Yeah.
you going triple platinum
Turn
off
that
this
shit up
song.
Triple
louder. I
Boy,
can't
get out
hear
of here
it.
for real.
Exactly.
I'm
Biggest
telling you,
one
boy.
gassing him on that shit.
Mm-mm. Man, I roll dolo, bro, for real. If it ain't my family, bro, I don't really roll too tight with a lot of people. And that's just
Facts.
learn. That's just living and learning, man. I have trust issues big time, bro. Bigger than my head. You feel me? Straight up.